Buenas a todos, bienvenidos a un nuevo video para el canal. Aquí estoy yo, Mele, en The Stanley Parable, o su traducción literal, la parábola de Stanley. Este es un videojuego, bueno, no sé exactamente de qué va el juego, porque no lo investigo mucho, pero bueno, tampoco es como si me dieran una gran descripción. Pero creo que el juego trata sobre poder cambiar o sea, poder decirlo así, el tipo nos da unas ideas, unas elecciones, uno puede elegir, pero uno puede irse... O sea, uno puede hacer más o menos lo que uno quiera, algo así. Ok, sí, soy pésima explicando el juego, pero es que no lo conozco mucho y además que apenas lo estoy empezando a jugar. Bueno, este juego me lo recomendó mi amigo Liro, así que vamos a probar. Así que vamos allá, pues.
This is the story of a man named
Ajá, aquí
Stanley.
va contando la historia.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-wrenching, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
Sí, creado exactamente para este trabajo.
Stanley was happy.
Ok. Ok, bueno.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
Me gusta bastante la voz del
He had been
narrador.
at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Ok, creo que ya empezamos. El tipo es un empleado y lo que hacía era recibir órdenes, pero como ya no recibe órdenes, entonces es más raro. Entonces se decidió mover, pero bueno. 327. Ok, me puedo agachar aquí. Se siente como si este juego fuera de tipo terror, pero no sé. No me confío igual de las recomendaciones de Liro. Pero bueno, ya saben.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Literalmente no hay nadie.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Lol, ni siquiera puedo ver afuera, que hay afuera, pura luz. Ok. Bueno.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
El narrador, qué caso. Ok, bueno. No puedo entrar aquí. No puedo entrar acá. No sé qué cosa hace por aquí. Bueno, no me queda otra más que moverme para acá. Aquí no hay nada. Ven, vamos. Ok, no puedo agarrar nada. Más cuartos vacíos, qué cosas, ¿no? A mí literalmente me daría miedo esto. Qué loco. ¿Y aquí qué hay? Literalmente no hay nadie aquí. O sea, todo está desolado así como que ¿qué? ¿Hay un apocalipsis o qué pasó? ¿Qué vaina? O sea... que no se asustaría, o sea... Bueno... Un café, una calculadora... Esto parece ser, no sé, un tipo de trabajo esclavista, algo así. Qué loco. No puedo abrir la puerta. No, tampoco. Ni un poco tampoco.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
La puerta a mi izquierda. Voy a hacer lo contrario.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Ok, bueno. Oye, pero es que no puedo abrir nada. Ni las puertas, nada.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
En realidad que no le estoy apreciando. Oye, quiero una soda, ¿no me dan una soda? Qué fastidio.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Bueno, no queda de otra más que salir de aquí.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why
que por esto todos
left.
se hayan ido. Ok.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Business. Joder, pero no puedo abrir nada. ¿Lol y esto?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Increíble que no lo hayan despedido hace años. ¡Qué rata! Ahora me cae mal el narrador, pero bueno. Tienes razón, me estoy desviando. Oye, es que no puedo agarrar nada. Bueno, no queda otra. Pendiente si aparece un fantasma por ahí. Qué loco. Ok, por aquí no hay nada. Cajas, cajas y más cajas.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
¿Quién es ella?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Ok, bueno. Ok, pero este lugar es grande, oye. Me gustó cómo hicieron todo esto, está fino. Oye, esa puerta que está oscura. Ay, lol.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Oye, qué miedo.
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited. Wait,
desconecté la cosa.
Stanley, did you just unplug the phone?
Y soy mala. Como que no quiero hablar con ella, ¿qué te pasa?
How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly. I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check.
Okay.
No, It's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it.
El tipo no sé, es un robot, qué vaina.
You're not Stanley.
Intenta controlarme, pero yo no puedo ser controlado.
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I wouldn't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For
bueno,
example,
el tipo está hablando ahí, yo no sé qué está diciendo porque no sé inglés, pero bueno.
Welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Ok, bueno. No sé, pero bueno. No sé de qué estaba hablando el tipo ese. No puedo, vaya. No puedo, no puedo.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all.
Okay, sí,
we just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Ok, bueno. Nos regresamos ahora a ver qué hacemos aquí.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real
Libre
world.
En el mundo real. Ok.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
¿Vamos otra vez por la derecha?
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Yo llevándole la contraria. ¿What? Un montón de números. Todo se está deteriorando. Todo se está deteriorando. ¿Qué cosa? No me quiero ir a la derecha, a la izquierda. ¿Qué te pasa? Ay, no queda de otra.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that you... My story! You destroyed my work! Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone? Left here like so much garbage. It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever. Reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do?
Con la respuesta.
No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to.
Ok, va a apagar el juego, qué loco. Ok, apagó el juego, qué loco.
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh,
no soy un niño.
My story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard.
Me esforcé tanto en hacer.
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
Y darle la contraria otra vez al tipo,
When
vamos a
Stanley
hacerlo,
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
Volvió a tomar la derecha.
Exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
Está haciendo un tipo de reseteo. Pero qué tiene de malo la derecha, chamo, deja para ir a la derecha.
No, why did you do that? Quickly, hurry. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
¡Ayuda!
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry.
Lo que hace es resetearlo. Bueno, vamos entonces a ir a la izquierda para... Ay, ayudar al tipo.
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Sí, entra a la izquierda, sí. Ajá.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Esperando por ahí una respuesta. Ok, vamos a hacer lo contrario. Vamos a llevarle la contraria al tipo. Total. Wrong closet. Coño, no me puedo retirar.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Bueno, vámonos pues. Coño, tremenda habitación. Bueno, vamos por... Bueno, no, vámonos por aquí.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115.
115.
Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Luego habló el código. Please, habla en Loan Shark 115.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115.
Night Shark 115.
Right there on the wall.
115.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you?
Night Shark 115.
Otherwise we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
A ver, Night Shark 115.
Okay, fine. You're not gonna do it. But you know what?
Ok, no,
It's
mentira, no me
pretty
escucho acá.
humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I
Pero bueno, no
asked you
importa.
for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward.
Ok, el tipo está loco.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yo voy literalmente a entrar por la derecha.
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay?
Coño, así me veo,
Stanley,
coño.
please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door.
Al fin.
Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right?
Eso es todo. Bueno, gente, por lo que veo volvimos a empezar otra vez. Así que bueno, creo que ese fue el final. Por lo que veo, creo que hay varios finales. Si eliges seguir las indicaciones del tipo o contestar la llamada, un montón de cosas más. Pero bueno, creo que eso es todo por hoy. Así que espero que les haya gustado. No olviden dejar su like, comentar y suscribirse. Nos vemos en la próxima. Bye bye.
What do you see?